And we're live. What's up, my good people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to S&B Fishing. I'm going to keep it really simple today. Just one box. One box is all you need. Well, at least that's what I hope, right? But today you've seen the title. This is winter prep. What you guys are going to need for the winter time. If you're bold enough to go out there and, tackle the winter time. Happy holidays to all. But I'm just going to take you guys through what I have in this box. What I feel is going to get me through the winter. I keep it very simple. I don't have too many baits in here. At least I don't think so. But otherwise, like I said, I'm just take you guys through really quick. What I got. This top section here are all jigs. They're all finesse jigs, light wire hooks. I got Beast Coast in here, Strike King. Beast Coast is actually one of my favorites. It's black and blue there. These trailers are very small, very subtle. I got a couple of different, mixtures because I can, really muddy water kind of thing. So this should definitely help out a lot. All the colors. This is a June bug trailer. I think this trailer is by Strike King. The actual jig itself is by Beast Coast. Like I said, I just want to go over jigs real quick. I have finesse jigs. They're a lot smaller profile. These bass like to eat smaller things at this point in time. I mean, I understand they want to, well, you guys may know, and if you don't know, they want to feed up, to have enough food to last them throughout an entire day. They might feed once, might feed twice out the entire day. So they're going to feed and then just literally relax and chill and conserve energy for the rest of the day. Having a small meal like this is a lot easier to them than going after. They feel that a meal like this is a lot harder to catch. It uses a lot of energy to get to in comparison to something small, subtle, moving very slow. Hence the reason why you hear a lot of people say fish very slow. You use finesse baits, which is smaller baits. That's literally what my winter box is here for. Not saying you can't catch anything off bigger baits. When I say bigger baits, like a big swim bait or something like this, a 5-inch Kitech. Not saying you can't catch anything off this, but they look for the easiest meal possible. You get something like this coming across, that looks like a very simple meal, very easy to take care of. Instead of a larger fish that's going to use a lot of their energy, they don't like that. So a finesse football jig or finesse flipping jig is actually also very good. Beast Coast again. Beast Coast has another finesse finesse flipping jig. Really like Beast Coast. Reason being, tungsten heads, finesse football jigs, and finesse flipping jigs. Those football jigs I'm going to be dragging real slow, maybe about a 6-inch to a foot at a time. Again, I love Beast Coast because they have tungsten heads, so you can feel everything. Even if you got a fluorocarbon line, if you don't have the most expensive rod in the world, you can still feel it as you're, making that 6 to 12-inch drag, and you just let it sit for, 3 to 4 seconds. Allow that fish to come down and hone in on, what's moving, what's causing little mud particles, movement down there. Especially if you find rock. You have the football jig hidden off rock. Those fish are going to go investigate. It might take a little while to get over there. That's why it's important to, like I said, move rather slow. So they creep up on to investigate. You move that thing a little bit with just a tad bit of wiggle in it. Make that skirt puff up. Entices a bite. They'll go pick it up. That bass picking up might be very subtle. That's why it's good to, keep a tight line so you can feel that. It's going to feel like mesh or just heavy weight, heavier than normal compared to what you were dragging at. And once you feel that little extra weight as you're lifting up, sometimes you'll see your line swimming off. Sometimes, like I said, you'll lift up. In fact, you lift up a wet rag. Set the hook. All right. That was weird, but I don't have a rod. You get it. Set the hook. All right. So that's that first row there. Second row, gonna be flat side. Ooh. Second row, it's going to be flat side crankbaits. This is by Strike King here. Flat side crankbaits. Got them in a variety of colors, as you see. But that's these guys, I think up to 8 feet of water. And I have quite a few flat side crankbaits. Again, this is not a fast presentation. You put on a medium action rod. This is not something that you're trying to hoist these, it doesn't require super large hook sets, things like that. These fish here aren't going to be very aggressive when you try to haul them in. Unless it's like river fish. River fish are a little stronger, but at the same time, they'll use their energy a lot quicker. So you might get a fight at the beginning, but after that, you should be fine. But like I said, these flat side crankbaits here, Just a little crawl pattern here. You guys can see that flat side crawl pattern. But things like this, you're bumping it off rocks, off of stumps, things like that. And this isn't a chuck and wind fast as you possibly can. But allow this thing, as soon as it hits off something to flex, let it pause. That'll cause a fish to hit it. Especially if you're, as soon as you get down to bottom contact, you're digging, stop, let it pause. And this thing will float very slowly float back up like this. And then you get that thing grinding again, once you start cranking again. Go down into the bottom. I got a hook. Down into the bottom, let it pause. Down back into the bottom, let it pause. I promise you'll get a lot of good strikes like that. Now this little corner here that I have here, this is all what I call super finesse presentations. Ned rig is very important for winter time. This is Z-Man. I just dropped it. I have more, it's okay. These are all Ned rigs made by Z-Man with that new elastoplastic. Very, very durable. Plan on trying to catch a lot this winter on that. But you guys are very well aware of soft plastic. We're getting kind of close to this bush thing. I don't want to get close to the bush. Don't mind me swing, okay? Just let me know if the mountain line's nearby and we'll make evasive maneuvers, okay? So, but that's it. And sometimes, like I said, I'll go ahead and throw this down, super deep, let it crawl across the bottom. Also alright, so that's the live target gizzard shad. I put a little blade on the end just to give it a little extra. But that's one of those big bait seeds that you can literally throw out, let it sink to the bottom, and just crawl it. When I say crawl, like super crawl, super duper crawl. I can't really demonstrate any slower because that's literally what you have to do. Just allow that tail just to kind of barely wiggle. Allow those fish to have time to, go investigate, like I said, and you'll catch a big one doing that, okay? If you want to try a large swim bait. But otherwise, smaller Keitechs, 3.5 or 3 1/4, I think it is, or it's 3 something, but smaller Keitechs work just fine. But again, that's all this little section here is literally drop shot, Ned rigs, really, really small finesse soft plastic presentations. So over here, you can see I do have a couple lipless crankbaits. I fish primarily stained muddy water, so I do have this color here. Something like this, you'll rip off the bottom, let it flutter back down. This is the original Bill Lewis rattle trap. I think it's 1/4 ounce. Bill Lewis rattle trap. Rip it up, let it just subtly fall back down. Rip it up, let it subtly fall back down. It's a great presentation in the winter, especially if you got a group of fish sitting down at the bottom. You want to entice them. That bait fluttering up real quick and just falling back down looks like an easy meal, and that's what you want to present during the winter time. That's literally the same presentation. There's a couple blade baits here. This is blade bait, same kind of presentation. You guys see that? Nice little blade bait. Like I said, I fish predominantly stained water, so I'll be using the gold majority of the time. Pond guys, try silver. This bait right here is a good, same presentation as the lipless crankbait. You allow it to hit bottom, let it flutter up. Yank your rod up real quick, let it flutter real quick. Not a full, long yank, but let it flutter up real quick, and then let that bait just kind of sway back down. And those fish are, like I said, they want a small, easy meal. They don't want to deal with a large fighting fish trying to survive for his life. That big swim bait is the only exception that I would love. If you're having a tough day, why not throw it? But otherwise, small presentations are key. And last but not least, this section right here is all jerk baits. And I got a little bit of everybody in here. Strike King, Deep Diver, little translucent. Things Lucky Craft. Nice pearl, nice purple and blue back to it. Another Strike King. This one's more of a matte finish on those cloudy days. Real good. Another Deep Diver. But really easy presentations, okay? You see, I literally have just one box that I use for winter. It has everything I need in it from finesse. Like I said, if I were to crank anything, flat-sided crankbaits, lipless crankbaits, jigs, of course, jigs, whether it be dragging or flipping. I'm on a bluff wall right now. You see, like, you know, small laydown, things like that. These fish will pull up near this laydown, near this nice warm wood, warm rock. They'll pull up near that, so you can flip a jig in there. Again, slow presentation, not like the summertime where you're hitting one of these. No, as soon as it gets in, you let it sit. These fish are going to slowly make their way over to look at what came in or what's moving. So very slow presentations are key. That's it. I literally, like I said, one box for me this winter. That's what I have for winter prep. A lot of this stuff you're able to get away with lighter line, 15-pound. You know, throwing a jig. I usually throw a jig on 17 personally. 12 to 15 pound on a jig. Your jerk baits 12 pound. Blade baits I throw it on 12 pound. Anything finesse, soft plastic, things like that, I'll go between 8 to 10 pound test line on spinning rods. I have three spinning rod setups over here. But other than that, man, you guys get out there, be strategic with your outings. Today is a nice, bright, sunny day. This is a 52-degree day. We were getting all last week, 20-something degree nights. So this nice, warm day should be a good day to go out and try it. Now, granted, don't get me wrong. If you're a barometric pressure kind of guy if you want to go look it up, you know about barometric pressure. It does have its, effect on fish. If you want to look up barometric pressure on a nice, sunny, bright day like this, yes, barometric pressure is technically bad. But that's when you go to your finesse rigs. Like I said, Ned rig, dragging a jig, things like that, super slow, instead of a day where you can possibly catch them cranking, possibly catch them on the big swim bait, possibly catch them on the lipless crankbait. But otherwise, definitely make sure you understand what's been going on with your weather lately. Before a storm is great. When I say a storm, I don't know if you're going to go out before the snow, but before snow, before rain, things like that, that's a good time to go try out fishing, because the barometric pressure will be a lot lower. Again, if you guys want to go check that out, definitely go check out barometric pressure. It's very important. Barometric pressure, it'll give you a different sense on what to look for. When on days you want to go try fishing, barometric pressure will say yay or nay, and you can test it out. I like when I have low barometric pressure. It makes the fishing a lot easier. Well, that's it, guys. That's it for my winter prep video. You guys go ahead, take that chance. You guys get a nice, high 40s day, especially today, like low 50. I think I'm like 52, 53 right now. I'm out here in a hoodie. Again, happy holidays to all. I appreciate you guys watching. Definitely go give it a shot if you're bored. You want to go, like I said, go take a shot at fishing. That box right there will do you just fine. It'll cover all the bases, high and low. But thank you guys again for watching. I appreciate it. You guys give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Share this video with a friend. Share it on social media. I greatly appreciate the support. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. And you guys take care.